Gonna wait a couple more minutes to see more people joining on the stream. Just left off beating engine, and now I'm going to 5th warp room to get the final 5 crystals and the last couple of gems. This last couple of gems gonna be tough to get. I was gonna play this again.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
Alright, let's see. So, can't wait to play Rocket and Pack Attack. These 2 of my favorite levels in the game. Just riding it using a jetpack is pretty fun. Which reminds me, I need to go into the options and check this stuff out. Let's see, right, jetpack. Alright. I'm used to playing the original game, so I'm used to inverted controls, especially when flying. I got all the color gems? I do. Alright, gonna start. To do that, I'm gonna go kill myself. My life count is a lot lower compared to the first game. Either that's because the first game's a lot easier, or they just gave a lot more lives in that one. I think it's most likely because that first game is a lot easier. Got a death platform. Yeah. I gotta quick come back and get to that platform without dying. That way that the death platform will show up and I'll be able to take that path. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask them in the chat, or just talk, whatever you want to do. Dang, he changed just as I landed on him. Alright, so far so good. Alright, made it to the death platform. So since there's crates in here, wonder if that means I have to. I can't remember whether it's this level or the other one that I have to go. Hey Avalon, welcome to the stream. What do you want me to call you? Like Avalon, Dragonheart, or any specific name you want? Just Avalon? Alright. You haven't really missed much. I just started playing the first level. I mean, not the first level, but the 21st level. this level looks like it might be challenging because from the looks of it, I may have to go through both the death route and the regular route of the level in order to get the gem. Oh dang. In order to get the gem for breaking open all the crates. I have to use kind of a... Alright, so... I'll see if I can make it back, but I'm not that confident in it. The thing, I may have to just beat the level on the regular path first and then come back through the death route. Or just beat the death route first and go back to the regular route. One second away from not getting killed. Now I might just get a game over. Any of the games in the trilogy is going to get me a game over. It's most definitely the second one. This one takes the most skill to beat. Okay, now I'm 100% sure I jumped on top of him when his arms are on the side. I don't know what was up with that. Can I jump back up there? Okay, I can. Okay, yeah, I do have to do. Alright, so what I have to do is beat the regular route and then come back and beat the death route. If I can make it back to the regular route. I might just have to quit and then just come back to the death route later. Next night. Couldn't even see that nitro crate. Yep, from the looks of it, I do have to go through the regular route first. Wow, that's gonna be challenging. I know the death route only appears if you haven't died. So that means I have to get through the regular route and get back to the death route without dying. That's gonna be quite the challenge. Oh, this is going to be a challenge. Can I jump back up here from down there? Okay, yes I can. Probably shouldn't have broke that. But luckily I have an Aku mask. Yeah, you can't jump over that. So I should have saved the crates and then broke them on my way back. Hopefully these nitro crates don't jump when I try to go by them. Okay, good. I know I've died numerous times to a nitro crate jump in a nanosecond I try to go over them. Oh, wow. I hope I have to restart, but I can at least see how many crates are behind me. If I'm lucky, there won't be any crates after the checkpoint, so after I break that checkpoint, I know that I just have to go back. Alright, so yeah, there's a crate up here. Alright, so I didn't have to go as far as that crate. Have to do all of that and then come back without dying. But if I can do that and at least make it to the death route, then and hit the checkpoint in the death route, I should be okay. Wow, that one enemy killed 3 enemies ahead of him. Oh yeah, and some of you may have noticed that I might be doing like slide spin attacks or slide spin jumps. That's because these actually are advanced techniques that may be glitches and weren't supposed to be in the game, but pretty much the slide spin attack makes you move just as fast as the slide, but for a bit further, and the slide spin jump, you actually, if you do it right, you jump a lot higher than you normally could. I always find this death animation funny, that if you get hit by one of these, you just shrink. But yeah, it's because of levels like these that I think Crash Bandicoot 2 is most definitely the hardest Crash Bandicoot game to beat 100%. Alright, so slide attacks do kill that guy. I'm gonna focus more on using slide attacks against him. It's a lot more safe. Is this the last crate? Yeah, I believe that was the last one. I think after this is the last area. But I'm gonna check just to make sure. Yeah, nothing else after this. Oh no. Oh yay. Still made it. Ooh, it's a good thing I have an Aqua mask. Yeah, that, I don't know how you're supposed to get through that without getting hit. Huh. You actually, okay, I see. What you're supposed to do is leave the enemy that's right here and jump off and get up here. But I think you can still get up here using the glitch spin jump. Oh my god, now I gotta restart the level. So I didn't get to the checkpoint. Wait, no, I don't. What am I talking about? I got to the death zone. I have to restart just once I can get back in there without dying. Oh, but I don't have the Aku mask. How am I gonna get over that one part? This part. Alright, I got a plan, but I don't know if it's going to work. Yeah, that... I don't know how in the world you're supposed to get through that without an Aqua mask. It seems near impossible. Unless... Okay, so maybe if I were to do a slide jump from this second one. Nope. I have to figure out how to do that without dying. Nah, I think you can only do that for Aqua mask. They did give you an Aqua mask in the level, so I guess that's what they intended it for. This level sure does have a lot to do without dying. Yeah, Spyro games don't require you to do this much. So, I haven't really played much of the originals, so when they do come out with the Spyro remakes, that's probably gonna be like my first time just trying to complete an entire Spyro game. At least the original ones. And once again, that one enemy kills 3 enemies. But yeah, remember, if you don't know how to do this, the glitch spin jump, make sure not to kill this enemy. You're gonna have to jump off of him on the way back. Of course, they had to jump in the air right when I went over it. How did I manage to do that? So for those of you in the chat, how are you doing today? What have y'all been up to? You don't have to buy the games on PSN though, because if you have a PS3 or a PS2, you can still play the original ones if you have them or have a friend that has them. But yeah, if you can't access those, then I guess you will have to buy it through PSN. You've been playing Final Fantasy 13. What do you think of it? Dang, I did not want to break that. I should actually go test to see if dying in a bonus room counts as a death, and the death fruit will disappear. Okay, it doesn't. So, I can die in the bonus room and it won't count. I guess only physically losing a life counts as dying. Best one, you think? That's cool. I haven't really played that many Final Fantasy games, so I need to try them. So RPGs are my second favorite type of game, so I'm most definitely. Oh dang! I don't have an Aku mask. I'm not gonna get through this. Those aren't good to you. What makes those like okay compared to the other ones you played? Man, how do you get through this without getting hit? Oh my. That's like impossible to get through. That is actually, unless there's some other way and I don't know about it, I feel like that's actually impossible to get through. You can't touch that first one at all, and you have to like somehow jump from the second one on top of the thing. But the thing is, to jump that high, you need to do a slide jump. But if you do a slide jump, I feel like it's still going to hit you. My best bet is probably to just not get hit and just armor through with Aku. Just like you would do in a Mario game. Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I know a lot of people talk about that one. If I were to start, I'd probably start on that one. But PlayStation 1 graphics don't bother me. I mean, I grew up playing the PlayStation 1. As far as I'm concerned, what matters the most in the game is the gameplay, and then like the story and music and stuff. Graphics are up there, but as long as the other three, I said, are in the game, just as long as the graphics aren't like making your eyes bleed out, I think it's still pretty fun to play. Okay, from this point on, I can't get hit, so I need this Aku man. Hopefully nitro crates won't try to jump right when I go over them to mess me up. Oh my goodness. I just might have to skip this level and save it for last. I'm so used to the old controls that I'm still using it. Old control, the X to go forward and circle to go back. Man, there's just so many games that have been released over time. It just isn't so impossible to keep up with like all of them. This is the one that follows me. Yeah, it is. Crates over. I'm not going back for that life. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. Let's get Crystal. Alright, a perfect run. Night fight. I think this level is a nighttime level and there's two paths you have to take. It's gonna be kind of challenging to take two paths when you can't see. And this is where the road splits. Okay, so from the looks of it, on the death route, alright, new games makes it a lot easier. I don't think in the original you kept the gem after dying. But it looks like there's only 2 crates I gotta get on the death gate. And both of those can get collected easily from going through that path backwards. No, don't leave me. I need to go back and look at the replay because I felt like that Nitro Crate jumped right when I went past it. Hold on, let me see. Alright, I'm about to walk up on it. Wow, yep. Nitro Crate jumped as soon as I went over it, causing me to die. No, now that I think about it, wasn't there a boss from Final Fantasy in a Mario game? What was that Mario game called? The 7 Stars or something like that? Super Mario RPG. So I promise I've seen a video that, like, at the end of that game, there was a Final Fantasy boss in it. Don't know how Nintendo managed to do that and get away with it. Yeah, that is amazing. Thanks for leaving me, Fly. Oh, did I beat it? Yay! These fireflies are so evil. I don't know why they're so quick to abandon you. I believe it's just these 2 crates on the death route. So close to the checkpoint. So Final Fantasy was on Nintendo first, and that's what caused the thing to get put on Mario. Man, Mario sure has been everywhere. remember when I first played this level, I thought it was so revolutionary. Ooh, a little hidden crate. Alright, this time I should be able to get out of the gate. Yeah, that's the thing about Crash Bandicoot, if you lose your focus, everything goes wrong. Yeah, it is funny when certain games only get released in certain countries, and then when they get released in other countries, they give them like a different title or something, and it just brings so much confusion. I know like Super Mario Brothers 2 in America is not the same game as Super Mario Brothers 2 in Japan, because Japan decided not to release their Super Mario Brothers 2 because they thought it was too hard for Americans. And so they just made another one that was based off some other game. I forgot what it was called. But yeah, in that one you were just picking up and throwing plants. And then what other games? Fire Emblem. That game took forever to finally release in America. And the first Fire Emblem game that got released wasn't even the first in the series at all. And what's so funny about it though is that Marth, who's in the first Fire Emblem game, got released on Super Smash Bros. Melee in the outside of Japan, and so when other people saw them, they were like, "Who's this guy?" Fire Emblem, I never even heard of that series. And it's just so funny because of him popping up in Smash Bros. That boosted the popularity of Fire Emblem, so they just decided to release the game in America. Alright, got all of them. Just 2 more levels to beat. When you say they switch your characters around, is it like for story-based reasons or is it just completely random? Because if it's for story-based reasons, I can see that. Yeah, this is the level where you need all of the colored gems to get the regular gem. You have to switch based off story. But I kind of like games that allow you to use a variety of characters, so you know you can pretty much make your own team if you want. That game, I don't know if you can make your own team or is it just preset teams. Wow, this must be a very hard area if they're giving that many free lives. Or maybe it's just to like celebrate. Wait a second. Maybe it's just to celebrate that you're close to beating the game 100% since you need to have all the colored gems to go through here. Ooh. How did I get electrocuted? That is weird. Okay, I'm just gonna jump on him because I think that happened last time. I got electrocuted even though his arms were up. One of my favorite games that allow you to switch characters. Ah, dang it, barely didn't make it. It allows you to switch a lot of characters. You know, some of them do play the same way. Sonic Heroes. No, that game got a couple of bad ratings, but I don't know why, because I don't. Only reason I can see why it probably wouldn't get that many good ratings is because it has a lot of repeated levels, just with different designs and stuff. But it's always been like that with Sonic. But yeah, Sonic Heroes is most definitely a great game. I know a lot of people like Team Dark, but my favorite team most definitely gotta go to Team Sonic. Oh no, I'm dead. Cause even though I do like Shadow more than Sonic, but Knuckles is most definitely the best power character if you ask me. Cause because he has the most flexibility to fight most enemies in the game. Too bad they don't have like a custom team option. Like if they ever decide to make another Sonic Heroes, which I know they're never going to do, they should like have a special mode where you can have a custom team. Because sometimes the characters don't land on the rails. Yeah, you gotta be pretty technical in that game, because I did beat it 100%. Got all A's and stuff. You know, to do that. Wait, no. Dang it. Oh, you can still make it. That timing is weird. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Those rail levels, I think those, yeah, the levels that have rails on them are most definitely the hardest levels in Sonic Heroes. I think the first time I was playing through, I just used a flying character to slowly go through after I got tired of dying a lot. But now that I'm good at the game, I just went through as fast as possible with the speed character. I hope getting hit by Aka does not throw off the timing for this. Actually, it made the timing a lot easier. You like Vector and Cream? Yeah, Cream is most definitely the most broken flying character, especially like in a multiplayer, if you end up, or against the other team battles when you just get Cream by herself. Cheese is the most broken thing, and actually Cheese is the most broken thing in any Sonic game. No questions asked. As for Vector, I remember how he fight. I didn't really like the way he fought because he just took a while to get everything set up. Whereas like Knuckles and the Mega just immediately got wide range attacks without having to set in. Dang, I was not thinking. Oh yeah, in the last level before the Egg Emperor, yeah, what's it called? I believe it's called Final Fortress. Yeah. That name definitely represents that level. That level is pretty challenging, especially on super hard mode. They did something in that game I don't think I've seen in any other Sonic game. On super hard mode, you get to the gold rink and it's locked up in a cage, and they just spawn so many enemies to kill you. I remember I saw like practically every single enemy in the game. And then I was thinking, oh, I'm just gonna smart the game. I'm gonna use Team Blast. Nope. They had another wave of enemies to stop me. Will this change time if I wait long enough? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I had to wait for the timing, the cycle to change, so it's a little bit easier. Oh, that was an easy section. Oh, I see the trap here. If you let him hit you, you fall on the thing that you activated. No, I spin the life away. Yeah. I believe there's no checkpoints in here, so if I just kill myself, I should spawn back at the beginning of the level. Yep, back at the beginning of the level. Dang, when the last level is a lot easier than the first area of the 5th warp room. Unless the regular part of this level is harder, then this is gonna be pretty easy to beat the level. There's something up here. Doesn't look like it. Using MP. No, I generally don't have any troubles with characters like that. Pretty good with keeping track of resource management. Like the only game that ever became a problem in was Persona, but that's because the game's designed for that to happen. But after you get to a certain point of the game, you can just buy stuff that allows you to easily restore your SP so you don't have to worry about running out. Like, is that literally just a trap? Unless there's a hidden crate up there, I honestly don't see any point in take the top path. Alright, just one more crystal and I believe 2 more gems to go. But yeah, each character in RPG, you just gotta know when to use them and what's the right situation and what type of combinations that you should build in order to get the most use out of the characters. 93%. That's so weird. How am I at 93% but only need 1 crystal and 2 more gems? Those gems must be worth a lot. Unless you get a percent just for completing a level. Alright. Oh yeah. I remember getting asked if you can get the true ending without getting all of the crystals. So if I can actually beat this level without getting the crystal, I'll try to get the gems first and avoid the crystal. And then see if I can get the true ending without collecting all the crystals. Or is the game just programmed to read like 100% and you end up getting the true ending? Hopefully I won't have too much problem with this level now that I left and had some time to relax. Just sucks you have to practically go through most of this level without getting hit. Okay, so I'm not gonna get the crystal and I'm gonna come back for it later. What I need to do is not get hit at all costs. And not die at all costs. Did not want to get hit. I don't know whether I should just restart now or try to get through that one part without getting hit. There's gotta be a way to get through this without getting hit though. I don't think it's possible. I honestly don't think it's possible without... No, you get back. I guess I could test to see if you actually have to restart, or if just getting past it still counts. I'm gonna hope just getting past it counts and you don't have to restart just from dying. Yeah, I honestly don't see a way to get through that without Aku Aku. It seems like he's a requirement. If you're talking about if the original Crash Bandicoot had less of a loading time than this one, yeah, I most definitely feel like the original Crash games had way less loading time than the remakes. Oh my goodness, those almost fell at the same. Aw, dang it. Whew, made it. And Sonic 06, yeah, I wish they would remake it and I guess fix some of the problems people said were in it. I just wish the new Sonic games would stop, I mean the Sonic team stop being scared of trying to, you know, just make a modern Sonic game, because now like they just plastering classic Sonic in every single game. It's like, I'm tired of classic Sonic. If I wanted to see classic Sonic, I'll play a classic game, you know, like Sonic Mania. But don't force Sonic, the modern Sonic and the classic Sonic into the same game. And do PS1 games have less loading time than Sonic 06? Depends on the PS1 game. Some do, some don't. Okay, so yeah, this gym gotta be one of the most tedious gyms to get. You basically have to beat the whole level without dying. And then make your way back to the midway point of the level just to get the gem. But from the looks of it, I'll be able to beat this game without getting a game over. That'll be the first time I beat Crash 2 without getting a game over. They should have path in a different. No, it can't be. Because when I tried to, when I went back, the platform disappeared, and so I couldn't come back. That may have been because I died in the death route after hitting a checkpoint in it, but I feel like it's a lot harder to get back from the death route than the regular route. And I don't want to just go in there and then just see the platform back disappear again. I might do that later. Just because I'm paranoid, I want to make sure that's the last crate. I'm gonna go check. Okay, yeah, that's the last crate. Aku, protect me! Thank you. Alright, now if I could just beat this bonus fruit, which I should be able to do as long as I don't do anything stupid, then all I gotta do is get into the death route and hit the checkpoint in there, and I'll beat the game, which I would assume would be 99%. Okay, wish me luck. If I could just get to the checkpoint without getting hit, this gem is mine. Gotta be extra cautious around these sniper crates, but they do love to jump like that. And is this nitro crate gonna do a full hop? Okay, I guess it's not. That one did though. Did they switch? No! Oh my god. Oh wait, what am I talking about? I completely forgot. You can die in the death route and still come back, just as long as you don't die outside of it. Man, I was about to be so sad if I had to restart. But I still want to hit that checkpoint just for extra icing on the cake. Really hate that nitro crate can jump. Oh my goodness, I don't like these things. Oh, checkpoint. Okay, this gem is as good as mine. Only thing that can stop me now is a game over, but it doesn't look like that's likely going to happen. Alright, now we can see if we can get the true ending without all of the crystals. So as you can see, 95% complete, got all the gems, no crystals. And from the looks of it, I can't beat the game. It won't allow me to go up. And I, of course, can't challenge the boss thing. So yeah, turns out you need all of the crystals to beat the game. Even with all of the gems, you still can't beat the game, sadly. Now to go back through and get that crystal and beat the game. Doesn't make sense though, because Embryo said bring all of the gems to him and he will shoot Cortex spaceship out of the sky. But I guess I can't bring all of the gems to him. But I think you can get the true ending without having to fight Cortex. Don't quote me on that. Hey Hype, welcome back. Came back just in time to see me beat the game 100%. Just need to get this last crystal. We also tested to see if you can get the true ending without getting all the crystals, like if you only had all of the gems. And as you can see, I got all the gems, but from the looks of it, you can't get the true ending unless you have the crystals too. Even though Embryo said he just wants all the gems. This is such a broken jump height. It's like double jumping in the game that you're not supposed to be able to double jump in. Oh, what was I thinking? So close to the goal. telling you, those guys' screams are so much funnier in the original game. Wait, what the? Why is that checkpoint suddenly there? Alright, I forgot, if you die enough times, it just throws checkpoints in. Alright, time to get Cortex's last crystal because he needs our help to save the world. So hopefully Cortex will help us save the world since we gave him all of the crystals.
Yes! My plan is nearly complete. And I have you, Crash Bandicoot, to thank for it. Engine, what's happening? What's that? Is she stealing our signal?
Crash, Cortex isn't gonna use the crystals to contain the planet's energy. He's gonna harness the force and use it to power the super Cortex vortex he's built on his space station. One blast and the ray will cover the entire world, turning everyone into Cortex's mindless slaves. Crash, don't let him have those crystals!
Engine, you fool! She's telling him everything! Oh, yes, we're back now. Pardon the, interruption. Crash, bring me crystals!
Huh, so you still can't... Okay, so yeah, you do have to beat Cortex in order to get the true ending. So yeah, I guess the game just registers the true ending as getting an actual 100% in the game instead of collecting everything. Because I still can't go up to get the true ending. I remember the first time I played this in the original game, I didn't know you had to attack Cortex. I thought you just had to chase him. So I chased him all the way to the end of the level, then ended up losing. I was like, what? And at least in the remake, they kind of make it clear that you have to chase him. Like, they really want you to know that you have to chase this dude and hit him. But yeah, in the original game, it didn't do such a good job of telling you that. And I don't know why he's... Did he wait for you in the original game? It's like he wants me to hit him. Dang it, I missed him. No. I remember in the original game, you can beat him quite quickly because he doesn't go flying as far. But yeah, that's weird. He is waiting for me to catch up to him. Who does that? Does he want to get away? Oh yeah, in the original game you didn't get this, but since they added time trial mode, they decided to allow you to run faster after beating him, so to make the time trial times a lot easier.
You haven't seen the last of me, Crash Bandicoot.
What do you suppose happened to Cortex? And what about the Cortex vortex? It's still up there.
Dang. Crab just took Crash away. Too bad Cortex's victory is short-lived because I'm about to blast him out of the sky.
You have acquired all of the gems. Incredible. The crystals are not the only means of harnessing planetary energy. The gems have that ability as well. And with them, I can destroy the Cortex Vortex forever. Let me warp you to my completed laser installation.
Time for the true ending. Unfortunately, the true ending sets the instance for the third game up.
We are ready, Crash. Would you like to do the honors?
Yeah, unfortunately, blowing that thing up frees Uka Uka, the evil witch doctor twin of Aku Aku, and sets the events for Crash 3. Why is he helping Crash? It's because he's mad at Cortex for pretty much trying to take over, saying that he's the one who built the Evolvo way to transform on the monsters and stuff, and just basically he just doesn't like Cortex, and so he decides to help you in this game. But yeah, there you go. Crash Bandicoot 2, 100%. And now go to Crash Bandicoot 3. Crash Bandicoot 3 is the the second Crash Bandicoot game ever beat 100%. First Crash Bandicoot game ever beat 100% was CTR Crash Team Racing.